And we're live. Nobody is prepared today. We're all on bank holiday mode.
We're all trying to figure out what the fuck sorcery points are.
Why would you do that?
Hi! Hello everybody, it is Sunday. It is Some Other Heroes Day. We are Some Other Heroes.
Hi.
We are all queer dungeoneers, gay geeks, very unprepared apparently. This is our D&D stream set in a world of airships, floating islands, deep magics and ancient mysteries. My name is Chris. I use he him pronouns. I have the honor and joy of being the GM DM for this and the main storyteller for this world, as well as wrangling these three wonderful people. And I am going to pick on Wayne first because Charlie needs a moment.
What do you mean?
Charlie needs a moment, everyone. Hi, everybody. I am Wayne. My pronouns are he, him, and I shall be playing the recently risen Savior Rock.
Oh, really? Is that it? I knew I let them resolve this far too close to Easter. Theo, would you like to go second, please?
Sure. Hello, I am Theo. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be playing the young wizard Eugene.
Absolutely.
And don't mention the surname around dragons. That's what I've learned.
I think that's a valuable lesson to learn, to be fair.
I have to be honest, I didn't think about your surname being of any consequence whatsoever at all either. It was only once you said it, I was like, oh, dragons. Yeah.
Almost like you don't expect dragons to talk to one another.
Well, I don't want to assume all dragons know each other, Chris. I'm not that racist.
Yes, Chris.
Jeez.
Charlie, save us from this.
Really?
Oh, good. Yeah, good choice.
Hello, I'm Charlie, and I'm going to save you from this. She, her, for me, and also for my character, Aisling, who is my warlock / sorcerer with points now. Satyr, that I'm trying to
She's always had points.
work out right now.
Now she's got more points.
Them, the stabby headbutty ones. It's too many different ways of measuring how many times you can do a thing in D&D.
So Charlie chose a level in Sorcerer. And now has meta magic and sorcery points to deal with, which once you get your head random are fine. But
or I could do that
and worry about it later.
It's a problem for future Charlie.
It's a problem. It's only a problem when I say roll initiative, everybody. Joking.
blast.
Right, before we jump into this, you can see the energy for this week, can't you? Before we jump into this episode, I just want to do some wonderful shout outs to some amazing people. First off, our wonderful mods, Feline Trickster and Bespectacled Man. We love what you do. They wander around the chat, keeping an eye on things, just making sure it's safe for you all, and just using the big band hammer when they have to, and we do appreciate them being here with us. I think Nikki's probably in the kitchen at the moment, but we will just send out our love to them and all of the members of the Wicked Game and Dice and the Slice crew who are with them today. Speaking of Dice and a Slice, they are back! They dropped their latest episode last Monday. It is brilliant. If you haven't caught it, please do. It is really, really cool. Big fun episode. We are just really pleased to have them back, to be fair. Next, sweet. Nikki's in the kitchen, if he's anywhere. He loves cooking.
If you ask me.
You really think Nikki's going to let anyone else cook?
Wicked Game. They are in the middle of their Divisia census campaign, and I think they may finally be getting out of Amer Edifos, the Blood in the Sands, next week. We will find out. It's been very tense, very dramatic, and I think it has changed all their characters fundamentally. So join them next Wednesday to see how it all goes. We have our fingers crossed for them. It's been awesome and very, very tense. Next, we want to give a big shout out to Forest of Lore, who are back next Saturday. Sea of Dreams, their brand new campaign, starts at 5:30 p.m. British Standard Time, GMT +1. On their channel, 15th of April, Saturday. You guys should pop along, give them some support. They're really lovely people. I had a lot of fun when I went and played with them months? Time is a soup ago, and it was, they are just really, really lovely, and Dow's lovely, and I'm looking forward to seeing the new campaign. Cool. There's something else I'm forgetting. What was it? Oh yeah! Happiest of birthday to both our April
Charlie
babies,
and Theo.
our little April fools, Theo and Charlie.
I love that.
Both had birthdays this week. So in Some Other Heroes tradition, you both get a point of inspiration.
Yes,
Yes.
I forgot.
I know, it's been a whole year and you've forgotten. Hope you've had wonderful weeks.
Thanks. We did have a class outing yesterday to go see the Dungeons film, and it was it was actually fun as hell.
Yeah.
But I'm not a movie knowing of things person, so I'm just like, oh, it's fun and colourful, so I enjoyed it.
It's not going to win any Oscars, but it was a lot of fun.
It was a lot better than I thought it was going to be, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
It is a good action
With one possible
comedy
exception.
romp.
Oh yes.
Which we won't spoil
Yeah.
for you, but anyway. Do continue, DM. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Sorry. I'm trying thinking again. What did I know about this? Hang on.
Yeah, you
Yes. So have an amazing time if you do go and see it. Do not feel bad. You should just go out and enjoy the things you want to. I know.
Needed more gays.
Yeah, agreed.
It did need to be gayer.
Yeah. If it's not true Dungeons and Dragons unless it's completely gay. This is the law.
No. There was a tiefling right there, and there was no gay stuff
I
happening.
know, right? What the hell, man?
Tieflings legally can't be heterosexual.
Bisexual at least.
Oh yeah, totes. Colleen.
Anyway, if you are interested, we all enjoyed it. We thought it was a good, solid film. We're not
didn't sponsor
critics.
us.
Yeah, they don't sponsor us, so we're not going to big it up that much. But we had
They
fun.
didn't even invite us to the Creator Summit, so D&D.
Probably for the best, from what I understand. However, so
Yeah.
anyway, is there anything else we need to shout out, or anyone else we need to let everyone know about?
No, I think we've gone on long enough.
Okie dokie. Well, in that case, in the spirit of the weekend, let's go and meet up with our recently risen Dragon Ball. I'm just going to drop the titles now. In we go.
Sorry.
Funny.
Yeah, we forget the titles exist, and then we forget that they're finite, and we'll just chat shit.
Yep.
It's true.
I've given them a whole other minute to be chaotic in. It's great. Previously, on Some Other Heroes, our three friends are finally reunited after a prolonged and dangerous trek across Daklan to various places to try and retrieve the Fang of Navarra, the ritual to bring back Rock worked. Very, very close, but it worked. Bringing back the Dragonborn. They have returned to Cloud's Cairn and straight back to the mansion to give Rock some time to rest. Currently in the house with you is Tythik Perp, Eugene's adoptive uncle, Cambor Revorcus, Rock's younger sister, obviously your normal staff, Kath and Badeus, are around as normal. Yourselves and Gree is popping in and out most of the time. I think the first couple of days are very relaxed. Rock, do you want to remove a point of exhaustion? I think you probably spend the first day just sleeping, whilst everybody else just kind of catches up on what happened on Aramaya and what happened without mentioning like too many details. What happened with the Duchess and Carnorix and things. Is there anything you want to do whilst Rock is resting?
Nothing in particular comes to mind. I think I might be playing around with my cool new sword a wee bit. I will be doing that strictly in my room because I tried doing it in the hallway and got in trouble.
I think you tried doing it in the hallway, and I don't know, would Eugene or Uncle Perb catch you?
Depends on whose eye she nearly took out.
Yeah, it kind of splits off into shards of glass.
Oh yeah, wow. That doesn't sound like an accident waiting to happen at all.
So, yeah, whoever I gave a really bad fringe haircut to will tell me off.
I think Rock is probably going to
sleep,
be resting, but then every time he's sort of conscious at all is sort of just sitting there really like, oh my god, this is so boring. So just constantly keeps, every time he's awake, it's like yelling for somebody.
They gave you a bell and your sister took it away after the first
time
you woke up.
I don't think they'd leave a bell with Rock. But yeah, Rock is constantly like, hi, Eugene, Ashland. Just for no reason other than like, oh, I just wanted to check everything was all right. And just because he's literally bored and lonely in his room every time he wakes up.
I think for Aisling it might be a cried wolf situation where to begin with she's like, oh my god, he's in trouble! And she'll like stampede in and be in a complete panic. And then after maybe the 16th time, she's like, what? What?
What? Is everything all right? I don't know how long we've been asleep, and yes, so, what's going on out there?
It's been like 45 minutes, and it's fine. And I'll just pick some glass out of my hair, and it's fine.
Why do you have? You know what? I think I'm just going to go back to sleep. Actually,
I think you, just
everything's yes. Everything's fine.
Do you want your nightlight on?
Well, yes, if you could leave it, it'd be fine.
Okay.
Anyway.
I turn on a little nightlight that's like a little dragon's egg.
Yeah, you say that now to the hatches one day.
Yeah, nightlight.
I'm just going to sort of awkwardly lie back and try and sleep again.
Don't think it takes much, to be fair.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think probably with that exhaustion, despite trying not to go to sleep, Rock actually is desperately in need of it. So it's just kind of, for the first couple of days, just in and out of sleeping.
Very, very much so. And I think I think everyone does check on you a lot. I think a combination of just making sure that you're all right and comfortable, and that sort of just checking it's real. Like,
I think eventually, like, Rock will probably too soon try and do the whole like, oh, I'm fine, I'm going to get up, and then realize that actually physically,
yeah.
he's actually not really able to be up that long. So he's going to just kind of somewhat frustrated, but just eventually give in to the fact that actually until he's up to speed, he can't really do anything or catch anybody up or anything because he's just physically exhausted.
And I think you're
Also, I would without fail insight check every single time you say you're fine. Every time you say you're fine, I'm like, all the checks.
Yeah.
All of it.
Ashley's doing medicine checks every 15 minutes.
Ashing's got a fucking doctorate whilst you were dead.
Yeah. There is one point where I think you're coming down and Tythig is on his way back from the study, from his study. He just looks one of you, goes, Kath, could you please take Master Iskorok back to his room? He appears to have wandered off before he's ready to rise.
I'm perfectly fine. Fine.
Eugene, can we, you can make stuff happen in the house. Can you make like a rock-sized baby gate over the door? With like one of those complicated little locks.
I mean, we could lock the door, but that seems.
I mean, yeah, but.
Oh, please don't lock the door. Cambor says.
Okay.
That's
why I thought a baby gate, because then we could just like see in and it'll be fine.
Our
cage is so much better than a door. Yeah, totally.
It's a baby cage. It's fine.
Baby cages are fine.
I mean,
In gay baby jail with you.
if I might, Rock doesn't like being caged in. He never has. Perhaps I know it's a pain, and I will deal with him next. But we just need to forbear whilst he's having his moment of drama.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But locking him in he will be unbearable. I promise you.
I'll take your word for it. Okay, Eugene, scrap that.
Eugene hasn't moved a muscle.
No.
Possibly never intended to either.
No. It was just like everyone will leap into action when I request something. Yes.
The research team clear out. There are some grumbles, but mostly it's more like it's just a nuisance to move things than they don't understand. After a little, and I mean very little, discussion, Toby goes with them. It kind of starts out like they'd like to stay with you all for a while, and then they start talking to Alice and Farkas about some different things, and they get very excited. Alice and Toby have actually got very similar energy. Alice being Fae, obviously, and Toby just being generally having a lot of upbeat energy. The two of them automatically seem to click quite quickly, seem to form this kind of little friendship. So after that,
Toby, you traitor.
Toby is excited to kind of get to work and kind of do some stuff, and also understands that you guys having some space is probably a good idea as well. Though they do absolutely come back and hug you about 4 times before they leave. And I'll only be up the hill. I've never stayed in a citadel. If I go up on the roof, do you think I can see the stars?
Yeah.
Awesome!
You go anywhere.
I'm very excited.
You're gonna have a wicked time. Send me like postcards and shit, yeah?
I'll just come back and tell you about it.
And postcards.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sure someone will explain to me what that is. And off they wander. Day 2, Rock, I think you feel strong enough to sit up a bit more. I think you doze off a lot still, but you can spend your day in the downstairs a bit more with everybody, which is a bit more pleasant because you can engage in conversation a bit more and you're not quite as bored. I feel like people keep bringing you books and things to help entertain yourself.
Got like a summoning circle of half-drank cups of tea.
Perfect.
Yeah, except Rock's probably asking Kath to put some fortification in my tea.
Yeah. For the antioxidants, you know.
Totally. Yeah, I think Rock is trying to be sort of patient and give everyone time before sort of catching up on what's happened. But at the same time is sort of itching to talk to Eugene and Aisling and really find out what's going on and what's happened and all this kind of stuff. But is trying very hard through gritted Dragonborn teeth to give it kind of time and actually get to a point where he feels strong enough to have that conversation without dozing off halfway.
I think you probably actually do doze off in the middle of a conversation at one point. You're kind of that's where you are at the moment. You're feeling stronger, a lot better than when you first came back. You rest, and I think you fall into a deep sleep. And your mind is cast back to a strange graveyard surrounded by red trees and the memory of portals. And you're not sure whether this is a dream or a memory, and that whole experience is still very hazy and very surreal. But you remember catching your grandmother's eye. And in your back of your mind, you hear, "Find the truth. Find the things I could never tell you." And you wake up with Aisling in your face, just checking you're okay.
Rock's just like that. Oh God, it was worse than the nightmare. Hello, Aisling. Could you just check if thingy in your head has been visiting my head? Or is it just dreams?
I don't think he can just like.
Okay, just check.
Okay, all right. In my head, I'll just be like, "Alabaster, you've been doing walkies. What's going on?"
I mean, I love it in here, but if you thought I could do walkies, do you think I wouldn't do it? I mean, imagine the chaos I could cause.
What I thought. Okay, all right, that's fine.
It's probably just the healing potions and things. But yes,
I think it's this tea you've been drinking.
Oh no, the tea. Anyway, just put it down. But I'm doing much better, so thank you for checking on me.
Okay, good. Do you need anything?
No, just probably just a tiny bit more personal space, but otherwise I'm.
Oh.
Good. Yes. So,
Aisling?
What?
He looks bigger.
What? That's rude.
No. But, like...
I've put on a tiny bit of weight, and this is what I got.
Broader across the arms, almost.
Yes.
Are you flirting with him?
No. God, no. Totally not my type.
Okay.
Strangely enough, the demon in someone else's head is not my type either.
You're both cowards.
He's physically, he looks slightly different. I don't know how to put it.
Okay. I'm probably just gonna like poke Rock's arm or something, trying to figure it out.
What are you doing? Why are you poking me?
What's all this about?
What? What's what about?
Eugene, are we going mental? Look at this shirt barely fitting over here.
Why are you standing around staring at me?
Did death make you swole?
I don't think that's how it works, actually.
But look at you flip though.
Well, yes,
you not-
I did notice, but it's probably just a side effect of everything that happened. But I mean, yes.
Is it
I
though?
think.
I don't think
Well-
generally dying is supposed to make you stronger.
No,
I think
that's not
dying's
really.
bad for you.
That's not really the.
I thought it was what didn't kill you that made you stronger.
Well, yes, I mean, they do say that, although what doesn't kill you could also scar you for life. But anyway, that's not what I was referring to, though. I mean, there was. We should probably have a proper catch-up. Now that I'm feeling a bit better, perhaps I can manage to actually keep my eyes open for a full day, which would be nice.
I mean, I have been, pardon the phrase, dying to ask.
Well, too soon, Eugene, too soon.
No, I think that's a perfect amount of time.
I think Rock says too soon, but I think there's definitely a smile on his lips because he's so proud of Eugene for doing that.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was like considered rude to ask, but like, what did happen? You know, when you.
I mean, there's weirdly enough quite a lot happened. There was a lot going on, which was kind of a surprise. I guess I expected to be a little more peaceful when you pass beyond the veil, but
It wasn't.
honestly, no. I've never been visited by so many people in my life, but
Oh.
but it was an interesting experience. But there is quite a lot to tell about that. I don't really know what happened here while I was apparently in whatever state I was in. All I know is that I was told you two did a lot to get the sword thing. So maybe we should have a proper catch up, and you can tell me exactly what happened, and I will then tell you what happened. I mean, my
Okay.
body was in some kind of status, so not a lot happened to that. But apparently,
In the fridge.
yeah, lots of other. No, it wasn't a fridge. Anyway,
Are we going to include anybody else in this? Just us four as well. Just us four kiddies.
Who? What?
I don't know.
Yep. Just the dream team.
Ashton, back in the room, too.
I'm here. Yeah.
So it appears that my entire time away, for lack of a better term, involved some kind of bizarre memories of my past, and a lot of it centered around, in some way, the choice of coming back. So it was
Okay.
a little odd because that's not really what I expected.
Yeah, we were kind of told that you like had a choice, that us doing what we were going to do wasn't going to like drag you back whether you liked it or not.
No, it definitely felt like there was a choice to be made, but to be honest, it was a bit of a. Well, it was rather annoying actually, because I did feel it was a bit unfair. If they're going to show you memories of people you love and then get you to choose between whether being with those people you love who've passed and people that you care about who are still alive, I do feel that was a little sort of unfair. But anyway.
Wait, did you see people? Wait, did you go see other people? Have you been seeing
Have you seen other people?
behind our back? Who the fuck is Susan?
Well, yes, I did. I saw my grandmother, who I was very close to, and some other people that were important in my life that I had lost a while ago.
What, like, were they like actually? Were they just like a picture of them, or were they like actually like talking to you?
Well, it felt very real at the time, but I don't really know. I mean, it's beyond the veil. I don't really know how that works or how I explain whether that's real or not. But yeah, it was very odd. Although I did feel quite a lot of the time like I was in a waiting room, to be honest.
Oh, really? Was it nice?
In fact, at one point, I think I was in a waiting room. No, wait. It was a coffee shop. I was in a coffee shop.
You were in a coffee shop?
You were in
Yep.
a coffee shop.
Apparently, this is something that happens beyond the veil. I was expecting some grandeur and, columns and sort of things that were sort of impressive architecture. No, I was in a coffee shop. It was honestly quite a bit disappointing.
Charlie, can you roll a history check and add 5 to the roll? So not for you, for Alabaster.
Okay. Sorry, Alabaster. That's an 8.
Okay.
So that's 13. No? Yeah.
Nope, that was an 8.
With the 5.
With the 5, yeah. Nope, he's busy looking at the wallpaper.
Alabaster, look over there. Yes, so that was there. And then you were both there at one point, which was kind of towards the end of the whole thing. And alarmingly, so apparently was the vine thing that started all this
Ugh.
disaster. Yes, trying apparently to come back with me. So that was interesting.
I will allow you an Arcana check on that one as well, if you want.
Who?
You.
Me, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Theo, I blocked you off there.
And you're sure that it didn't, come? None of it came back with you.
Chris, sorry, that was a 9.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I certainly don't feel like there is any lingering element of it.
Ashling's like looking everywhere now.
Yeah, Aisling, stop staring into my head.
She's like staring at a pot plant in the corner.
I think it was kind of metaphorical, the whole thing. But that was when you and Aisling were there in kind of spectral form in some way and helped me to fight this Vine Lord, which we defeated. And that was basically the point where I was permitted, or I guess chose to come back.
Oh.
Also, the guy with the sword was there, who apparently you helped his spirit, I was told.
Oh, Diligence.
That's the one.
That's
Tall
cool.
fellow who had a big sword. That sword, in fact. And yes, mentioned that you had freed them.
Yes, they were
Pointing at
trapped
Eugene.
in a crystal thing.
Where?
Well, it's a long story, but basically there were many things that we had to undertake to get the sword and do the ritual, and it was his sword, so we had to go get it basically.
Well, I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. I didn't really plan on, having to sidetrack everything. Just as a quick sort of just throwback to that. So what happened after we did the thingy with the energy and the ritual and stuff? Because that's kind of where things stopped before I woke up in...
Oh, well, the good news is it worked.
Oh, well, that's good.
Bad news is that vines took control of your body and it was really gross.
Yep, that part I was pretty
Yeah, and
aware
then
of.
you sort of came
You were
back
aware of
as
that?
like a zombie.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you died, and that was kind of shocking and sad. And then you got back up again, and we had to fight your living corpse.
Kind of had
You
to
what?
set your insides on fire. Sorry.
Now that I'm saying this out
What?
loud,
Wait, you attacked me?
a lot.
Sorry. Well, you were trying to run away.
You
and if you
attacked
ran
us
away,
first.
yeah.
But it wasn't
If you
me.
ran away,
Not
then we couldn't
you.
put your body in the fridge.
Look
Yeah,
at
and
what
the thing was trying to run away with your body. So
Who was trying to run away with my body?
The vine guy.
Oh, well, that would have been very unpleasant.
Uh-huh.
Right. So, and then you got my body back from the vine lord.
Yeah, then we took you to the only place we could really think of, because we don't really know any clerics. So we took you to the Druid Enclave, and
Well, that
they
was good
helped
thinking.
to preserve your body. And then we got in touch with the dragon, who I've forgotten the name of, Ivanor. We
Oh, yes.
was the only person we
Oh.
could think of. Well, dragon.
Oh, so hence the connection to Navarra. Okay, good. So, okay. Well, I mean, I am very grateful for everything you did. I mean, it's a lot of drama, I have to say. I mean, I am sorry, but
We know you hate drama.
Well, it wasn't a lot of drama for you. You were just having coffee, apparently, and having a nice chat with your family.
Why does this always happen to me? Brink of death. You're off having a latte. Brink of death. Whatever.
well, at least I wasn't on a date. And,
Yeah, next time someone dies. No, wait, no, don't like that idea at all. Let's not finish that thought.
Anyway, I am very grateful to you both.
Well, we're
So-
grateful
so
that you
yes.
decided to come back.
You're welcome.
Well, I mean, it was a little odd because like I say, I didn't expect to have a choice per se, and I feel like whatever it is that I encountered while I was dead-ish, was trying intentionally to make it a difficult choice, but nevertheless, I am very glad that I'm here, and
I'm quite glad that it was a choice because I don't know. I'd feel bad if we dragged you back. What if it was dead nice over there at the coffee shop?
well, I mean, it wasn't so much the coffee shop that was sort of appealing. It was more that there were people that I loved who were there, but they are people that I have already said goodbye to, and so I felt like perhaps there was still more to be written in our stories. So you're stuck with me, so there you go.
Haha. What a shame.
But on the upside, I feel like some things have changed. Hence,
Yeah, I'll
this
poke his arm
very
again.
long. Oh, stop poking me, Ashling.
Several things have changed.
Yes, so it seems that in order to wield this sword, the dragon has granted me some strength physically to be able to. I mean, obviously, I have the mental fortitude, but to physically be able to wield a weapon like this. So I guess hence the slight enlarged weight that I've. Anyway, yes, just do stop staring. It's really unnerving now.
Can't help it.
But that's a good thing because I think it means that hopefully, we've got a little more oomph on our side in fights.
That is going to be quite useful, actually.
Ashling got a new sword
block
too.
stuff with your arms.
I the sparkly sword, the glass one.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to be honest. The glass sword seems largely impractical to me, but then I'm assuming there's something more to it than just.
Oh, it does some real cool stuff, and I've got it under the table, so I'll just be like, shing!
Oh Jesus!
Not
okay.
in the house, Ashling.
Oh.
You promised.
Say the word. It's really funny.
I'm not going to say it.
And you're sure?
Not yet.
And Rock's going to look directly at Eugene and just go, right. And you're sure that you should have that sword, Ashling?
I don't know, Eugene gave it to me.
Eugene gave it to you.
Yeah.
Well, isn't that nice of Eugene?
Well, at the time, I believed it would be more useful in the hands of Aisling, like in battle. I mean, I hadn't actually considered the out of battle consequence of giving Aisling the sword.
Well, perhaps this explains why I was needed back.
No backsies.
No take back.
Backsies.
I got a
just
little
not really
label with my
a
name on
sword
it. No,
kind
that's
of
mine.
kind of guy. I'm not.
So I just wanted to check on something. When we were talking about the ritual during which I died, you said the good news is we succeeded? That's usually followed by the bad news is...
Well, I suppose the bad news is that we then had to go on this other quest to, bring you back. So,
Right.
yeah, right now, everything's okay, but obviously we do need to fix the other temples.
Yeah, we kind of put that in the old side quest panel.
Yeah, the moment I think it's kind of like, when there's a leak and you put your finger in the hole to stop the water coming out. So like for now it's fine, but it's not like
Why
a
would you put your
long-term
finger in a
fix.
hole to stop the water? I mean, that's not going to last, is it?
Well, yeah, that's the
No, it's the
that's the
point.
exact analogy. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Then well made, I guess. Yeah. Although it'd be stupid to do in the first place. But anyway, okay. Well, I guess we need to regroup with your, I don't know, your uncle, and so we can figure out what next. I'm assuming the research party may have some guidance for us on what we should encounter or tackle next. Oh, but before then, I do need to have a chat with my sister.
Okay. She's floating around here somewhere.
Oh, I know. She's been hanging around the whole time.
Oh.
I can virtually feel her behind the doors.
Oh.
She's probably listening at the door, to be honest.
Well, I mean, you did die.
Mhm.
I know. It was very traumatic.
Yeah.
Sounds like you had a nice time, honestly.
Well, I mean, feel free to try it if you'd like to be possessed by a vine lord.
I'll go to my room.
Mum,
I don't like it when Mummy and Daddy fight. Anyway, I am very appreciative of everything that you have done, and I do. I'm very grateful. Thank you, and it is lovely to be back in Eugene's house with the both of you.
I'll run back in, give Rock a quick hug, and then bugger off again.
All right, no need to get silly about it now.
It's coming back.
Okay, bye.
We'll send in Cambor.
Oh yes, that'd be lovely. Thank you.
Cambor is actually in.
Eavesdropping at the door.
She's
I
actually.
straight up run into her as I'm running out.
Open the door and she falls in.
She's a couple of rooms over, actually, talking to Tythig. Two of them are just kind of having a polite chat about. Actually, I think you kind of catch the tail end of it, and they're talking about how things are in the Empire at the moment. And I think Eugene can make an insight check.
Oh, good.
I know how you like wisdom-related stuff.
Good old wisdom.
No.
It's a 9 total.
Seems like a perfectly polite conversation. Probably just your uncle trying to find something in common to talk to Cambor about.
Oh God.
Campbell's been reviewing her credit card statements from leaving Delilah in charge for the weekend. I mean,
Oh, I love that.
I'm not saying anything, but yes. Great. Right, so, but you let Cambor know. Thank you. I suppose I better have a chat with him, just see how he's doing. He hasn't been being too dramatic, has he?
Never.
Just the usual amount.
It's so rude, all of you.
Well, excuse me, Tythik. She wanders through. Uncle Perb calls Kath to get another round of tea and some biscuits for you two, whilst you kind of gets you to all sort of sit down.
I love that you mentioned biscuits, and both Charlie and Thea both went.
Oh God, did we? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. Kath's biscuits
Living
are
our
the
best
best
life.
biscuits, to be fair. It's one of her specialties.
Anything Kath does is perfect.
Cambor wanders through to Rock and she pokes her head round. Are you awake?
Of course I'm awake. Come in.
It's exactly been the most talkative for the last couple of days. She pulls up a...
Well, I did die.
I know.
Forgive me for not being on my best.
Well, I mean, get with it, darling. You've got to catch up with these things.
Oh,
How are you feeling? And no deflection, honest.
I am feeling much better.
Good. Much better as
Gina
well.
and Ashling were just filling me in briefly on everything that they had to go through to bring me back.
It's quite a journey.
Yes.
Well, I'm grateful for you having friends like that in your life.
Well, I am too. It is ever so slightly embarrassing to have had to put them through all of this just to bring me back, but I am very grateful to them.
Well, you have to look at it from this way, darling. Wouldn't you do the same for them?
Well, of course I would.
Then
But
don't worry
that's
about
the whole point. That's anyway. But yes, I do appreciate you being here. Although, don't you have an empire to run or something?
I have left Delilah in charge of the estate for a few days, and a mother is busy at court, so she doesn't even know I'm
Wait,
here.
you left Delilah in charge?
Yes. Well, she's grown into
When did you take leave of your senses?
You've been gone a long time, darling. Delilah
Wait,
is...
actually, that's a very good point. How long has it been?
What, since you saw Delilah? Probably 20
No,
years.
since I died.
Oh, just over a week.
That's a lot that happened in a week. Anyway, yes, so Delilah's in charge, the Empire's fallen, and...
Yes, we've got a new emperor. It's a marmoset.
At the very least, if Delilah's in charge, the Empire will fall. That would look fabulous doing it.
No, she's just taking care of our estate for a few days, I'm sure. Although, knowing Delilah, I'm sure she probably stayed a day, got bored, and then found something to do elsewhere.
That sounds about right.
She says that when you're feeling better, I'm to give you a slap. So just consider yourself slapped.
Ow. I need to ask you something. I know I've talked about this briefly, but I need to find out all that I can about grandmother.
I have been looking. That name you gave me before. I can't find that family in any records that we have access to. I actually have an idea, but I need to be very, very careful about it.
I do not want you to do anything that will put you in any harm whatsoever. You have, apart from your station and the responsibilities you have there, you are in a very public position, and I do not need to put you at risk in any way. But
yes, but I don't think... Go on.
This is something that keeps coming up, or keeps playing on my mind, or even it appears in my dreams, that there is something about... So there's some secret, there's something hidden about who grandmother is or was involved with or knows or something. And I feel like it's important, but I genuinely don't know where to even start.
And this is related to this missing Dragonborn family.
I think so.
My idea is, and the reason I need to be careful is because I don't want Mother catching wind. But there are some women on the Council of Matriarchs I could ask who have access to the lore of our kind from pre-Empire.
That would be very useful.
It's going to take time, though, because favors will need to be passed, and it needs to be done cautiously. I'm actually, and if you don't mind, going to ask Delilah to give me a hand with this. She's grown into a very capable player in the courts, and I'd like to use her skills to try and curry some favors without actually costing me anything.
I mean, if there's one thing Delilah has in abundance, it's charm, so I think that would be probably wise. But yes, anything you can find out, I just think I think it's important, and I'm not sure how it all ties together, but I just feel there is something there, from the Catholic to the Emperor to there's just something, and I can't. It's pretty frustrating me that I can't find the thread that connects them, but there is something.
I agree, and everything you've told me and showed me makes me inclined to believe that our family has buried a secret and something to do with the Emperors.
I do have another question for you.
Of course.
This whole ridiculous farce with people wanting to murder me.
That's the other thing I'm looking into at the moment.
How do we stop it?
Well, I mean, you did die. If people were to get to know that was the case, but not find out that you had been resurrected, that is one pathway. I can still make inquiries as to who is behind these contracts and why.
That would be a good idea, but even if it's just temporarily until my miraculous return, if we could delay the news of that for some time, at least to the Empire. Does anybody else know you're here? Does anyone else know about my death?
Nobody else knows about your death. Delilah only knows that you are in trouble.
Well, perhaps it's time that Delilah found out and perhaps could take some solace from other people. And if the word happened to get out, then...
If she happened to have a very public receipt of a message, for example, and...
Well, exactly. I mean, the only thing is you would need to talk to Mother and Father.
That is a problem, and they will want to have a ceremony. And given that you are your public hero status, people would have to be involved. We'd need to make sure that we are talking to the right people. How much do you trust Rebecca Ryder?
I have no reason not to trust her, as yet. Everything we have seen, everything we have done that has involved Rebecca, she appears to have been not only very good and supportive of us, but very much a straight-talking person.
I also think that we wouldn't mind suppressing information. I feel like she's a very private person anyway.
I don't think you have to worry about her keeping secrets.
I don't think you know what secrets they're talking. The others know. Says Chris.
No, but I mean, I already, because she did the whole thing where she obviously knew about me and the paladin status. So I know that she knows things beyond what she should.
I will, right, well, I've got a busy day by the looks of it. I'm going to reach out to Delilah and to the Duchess and to Rebecca, and we will put something in play to see if we can detract from your presence for a while.
Even if if it was known that I was somewhere in repose for the next few weeks so that mother and father don't have to be lied to about my death or to go through the trauma of believing I'm dead. But it's an added complication that I don't want thrown in right now. It's putting my friends at risk. And so I need to know how we can stop it. And while I realize that this is not really what I want to be saying, I do need you to tell me if there are other ways to stop it. If there is things that I can do to stop it.
My thought had been... my thought up to this event had been to make quiet inquiries and maybe lean on some of our friends who dance a little bit. See what they can weasel out.
That's what they're there for, should they feel
they don't take
aligned with it. But
yes, I said they don't normally take personal matters in hand, but well, I don't know about you, but I've always felt Sabina took a very direct interest in our family and in court when we were there.
Well, she's certainly shown a direct interest in what we're doing here. Despite...
I kind of thought that was to do with the fact that you were trying to stop the world from falling out of the sky, but...
Well, I don't know. We weren't aware of it until the very last minute, but anyway.
Interesting.
See what you can find out. And
Maybe I need to have a visit to Ten Falls after we finished here and see if I can have a private conversation with her.
I do get back before Delilah turns the house into a party palace.
Obviously. I do trust her, though. She's grown into a fine woman.
Oh, I have no doubt.
She misses you, though.
Also, just a thought. So how are the budgets looking? How's the
Do you want me to take you shopping?
Well, it appears that some of my clothing got a bit damaged and doesn't fit anymore, strangely. That's a whole another story, which we'll come back to. Also, I do feel like I owe Eugene and Aisling to say thank you. So, just a thought. They did save your brother, who you adore, obviously.
It's a good thing that I may have sorted some things out. I do feel like the lot of you have been adventuring for some time, so some updated equipment, some new clothes, I feel like is the least we can do. And I may have reached out to some people with Rebecca's recommendation, and there are some places that we can take you for a nice day of trying on clothes, eating good food, and visit to a magic shop, I think. Although you will have to, anything too expensive, you will have to budget for yourself.
I know, God forbid we should put a strain on the Empire's coffers, but sure, but I'm sure we can manage that.
Right. More along the lines, if we are keeping you secret, it's going to be very difficult to explain to Mother why I spent so much money in Klaus Kern.
I'd say you enjoyed the shopping. But yes, I appreciate your help.
Right, well...
But yes, I think we should do that.
If you're this well tomorrow, and you're up and about, we will go.
Fabulous.
Fantastic.
That sounds suitably... well, it'd be nice to get out the house, to be honest.
I think so. I think it would do you some good. You're at the stage now with some fresh air and some company would... But bear in mind, if you start feeling off, we will bring you straight home.
For God's sake, you're not going to start doing this every time I have a small sniffle, are you?
Only for the next couple of days. You've earned that. After that, you're on your own.
Nah, Aisling will take over for the next couple of years after that.
Right, well, in that case, then I should probably rest up.
You should. Eugene and Ashley. You are sitting with Uncle Herb, who is asking as many details as he can about what you saw. He asked you kind of talk a little bit about the Skeen Witch, which he's fascinated by. And he kind of like is jotting down some notes. He asked a little bit about Canorix, so what you're actually able to tell him, I think you do. And he just kind of is making lots of notes and just kind of jotting down lots of things. It occurs to me, Eugene, you are getting more powerful.
Oh, well, I suppose so.
Would you say that you have acquired the fifth circle?
Yes.
One step up from an Audi.
Magic in arcane circles is defined by circles. First being prominent and important, but basic magic, leading up to much more complicated reality warping magic, such as teleporting, creating mansions like this, and the like as well. Once, and I think Eugene would definitely be aware of this, once you reach a certain status, it is important to be tested, your level of control and understanding, lest you create dangerous situations.
Eugene loves exams, right?
Actually, I'm terrible at exams.
What? How's that possible?
The pressure, I get quite queasy.
Oh. There's a spell for that, right?
Actually, yes, there
actually,
is.
no.
There you go.
But you need to be a
Test
cleric.
anxiety.
Yeah, test anxiety.
Yeah.
Several clerics are very good at kind of doing things like that. Calm emotions.
Otherwise known as sertraline.
Do not worry about it just yet, but before you progress much further, we will need to make sure that we prepare you and provide you with a chance to present yourself before other archmages, just to ensure. When you're ready, we will organize it with. I know some archmages who are probably very keen, very excited to do that for you already. You've made some good friends. But yes. But just be aware that you are getting stronger, and the colleges of magic will require you to make particularly as you are a free mage, not dedicated to any country, to show that you are safe.
And what do I know? What will I have to do exactly?
It will very much depend on the archmages who test you. As a summoner, it will probably be down to proving that you can bring forth a powerful entity and control it in an appropriate way, or that you can break through and traverse to those places. Not anything unfamiliar to you, but of a greater level than you have done so far. The good news is you can take friends to help you protect yourself.
Oh, I can?
Well, yes. You don't have to face the dangers of these things on your own. It will be your test, but if Aisling and Rock are willing, they can help you. If not, I'm certain that others would like to step in and assist as well.
What can we do to help? Just like shouting and encouragement and stuff.
Yes, and also taking down anything overly dangerous that might cause harm to Eugene.
Okay.
You can rub my back when I'm throwing.
Easy.
Hold your hair back.
Yeah.
But it's not something to worry about immediately, just something to be aware of for the near future.
And do I get to choose? Did you say I get to choose where?
Not really, but I will approach the right archmages to ensure that we are getting people who are favourable. Last thing we want is for you to be dragged before the Imperial College or something.
Yeah, that It's not going to happen, though, right?
No, absolutely not. I think our friends in Daklan are more than willing to help. You have friends at the Thessaline University already, don't you?
Yes. I mean, I don't know if we're friends exactly.
Are
but-
Eugene's connected?
Also, I do believe...
It's basically Declan royalty.
Also believe that Ludoan has an archmagus who would be willing to help as well. So maybe reach out to your friend, Zilman, was it? Zadia.
Oh, Zadia, yeah.
Yes, she might be willing to help.
Yeah, I feel like she might.
Anyway, I wanted to bring it up just because you're achieving great things, and I want you to achieve greater things because you are definitely my #1 student.
Oh my god, no pressure.
It's because basically I'm your only student.
Currently,
Well,
Jeez.
I'll take a compliment.
technically Elise is now my student as well. She's learning a lot.
Go, Elise.
You're winning against Elise.
Rock goes away for 2 weeks and Eugene is full of sass.
That wasn't intended to be sassy.
Go Elise. Pop off, Elise.
How are you
You don't
faring?
think from Millith anything, though, are you?
Milith has already attended university. She is out on she's out on field study. So although she is reporting to me, it's not my responsibility to train her.
Well, she's not gone anywhere dangerous, has she?
Yeah, that would be terrible.
She has been very useful, though. Clever, always has been a keen mind. I know that you don't always get on with her, but
Not as clever as Eugene, though.
I mean, she probably is smarter than me, which is why it's so insufferable to have her around.
different sorts of intelligence. She definitely could not do what you do, I don't think.
Oh, people used to say that to me all the time. I'm a different kind of clever.
You are. You're very
Okay.
clever.
Okay, a special kind of clever.
No. You may not be book learning clever, Aisling, but I've seen the way that you read people and engage with them. That is important and powerful stuff.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm quite good at that. All right, I'll take that.
Speaking of, how is Rock really doing?
Can I do an insight?
I think so, yeah. You can do a retroactive insight. You just
Yeah.
spent an hour with him, so...
Oh, that's a 27.
Wayne, how is Rock really doing?
Down to the molecules.
You can see inside his mind.
Because I feel like you still technically have disadvantage on your roll, so I don't feel like...
Because you still got an exhaustion, right?
You're too tired to lie.
Last one, but yeah, I mean, I don't think Rock is trying to lie at all. I think he is. What's the best way to explain this? I think he's obviously still tired, but he is currently cautious. That's currently kind of the overall statement. Like he knows he's back. He knows he's still healing and stuff. He's glad to be back, but it feels like he is trying to feel what's next. What does he do next? Like he's trying to figure out who, like not in such a grand sense, but kind of who he is now and what his role is now. He feels like something has changed and he is kind of cautious. He's not sure what role he's supposed to be playing now because he doesn't want to make the same mistakes he made before. So he's trying to be more open and communicative particularly with Aisling and Eugene. But that also means that he has to kind of rethink a little bit of where he fits and how he behaves.
Check yourself.
Yeah, so everything is kind of, he's thinking through things a lot as he sort of talks and stuff, because he's just cautious about lapsing into his old habits.
That's really good. It's reflective of some
Yeah.
really lovely growth as well.
Well, for now.
Yeah. When he's feeling
Alright,
better.
well, Ashling will just sort of say, like, well, I think he's like coming out of autopilot, isn't he? So he's like, I think he's okay, but I think he's a bit ungrounded and like not quite sure what to do with this information and experience kind of thing. That's the vibe I was getting anyway.
That's pretty spot on.
That's the Ashling translation.
I love that.
I mean, that feels right. I mean, you don't travel beyond the veil and come back and not be touched by your experiences. Just, I know you two will, but just be there for him for a while, and if he acts weird or seems off, just give him a little bit of patience for a while. It would be the only advice I can give you. But he's still Rock. He is still Rock, right?
I've been checking.
Okay.
I've checked his blood pressure about 56 times and he hates it.
Is that the thing you keep doing where you grab his horn?
Yeah,
That's not how
do
you
it,
check
right?
blood pressure, no.
Phrasing.
And I think it's about this time there's actually a knock at the door, and Bordes kind of trundles through in his normal way, and kind of comes back to your room, and he has Gree in tow.
Holding him by the collar.
Is this yours?
I found this outside.
Master Hemlock to see you, my lord. Oh, excellent. Do come in, Gree. Do come in. He under Gree's arm, he's got like a little file with lots of papers in it. He goes,
Of course he does.
which he
File.
passes.
Little manila folder.
Which he passes to Tythik.
Books.
Just notes from today's sessions and some of the things that we're going to be looking into. And it kind of, hi, Aisling. Hi, Eugene. How you doing? How you feeling?
Hi, I'm gonna go.
I'll come with you.
Yeah, let's just. We'll go around the corner.
Listen at the door.
Yeah.
The glass
The two of them are actually totally.
100%.
It's like it messages you. I'm totally standing here, so I can just hear because I think this is
Yeah,
like
don't
huge.
nick my spot. This is my spot. You stand there.
At half your size, I'll just stand under you.
I know you're in my head, but shh.
Poor Eugene.
I can hear you guys.
Right, okay, don't worry about it.
Should we
And I'll
go
actually go
to
now.
the hallway? Just give. How you doing? You all
Yes.
right?
Yes. I think so. It's been quite a week.
Yeah. I'm sorry I rushed back from Daklan. We just needed to update the team as much as possible. I wanted to be there for the ritual, but
Oh, it's fine. You didn't miss much.
it's okay. I missed you.
Wow.
Yes, I missed you too. I hope you're okay. What's anything cool happening?
Lots of research, which I'm happy with. I'm learning a lot about the scattered lands as they are. I think I'm mostly caught up on basic history and stuff. Some of the nuances are different, and it's quite exciting bits and pieces. Like, and some of the minutiae, I think people get really lost in, and they think that I'm being overly analytical, but it's interesting to me, I guess. Like food stuffs that survived, and cultural differences, and songs, and things like that. I'm kind of composing a thesis, I guess. Which is quite cool. Do you want to go for dinner this week?
Oh, yes, that would be nice.
I'm gonna die.
I think I found a restaurant that I thought you would both love from a cultural perspective. It's very interesting. And I think the food's supposed to be very, very good as well. I think it's very different energy from where you took me, but it's called the Tipsy Kobold. And it's really interesting.
Has Eugene heard of it?
Make me a history check.
23.
23. You probably heard about it in passing. It's an interesting one. It's a bar and restaurant that's owned by and run by the major clan of kobolds in the city. It's considered a bit of an experience, and apparently, despite the fact that everyone initially eye rolls are like, ha ha ha, kobolds running a kitchen, ha ha, that must be funny. Actually, it's got a really good reputation for being a wonderful place to go.
Well, yeah, that sounds great. Don't tell Aisling.
I mean, I as much
as I don't mind if she comes, I'm pretty sure that she will insist.
I mean, I really
coming,
like
and
Ashley.
also
Yeah.
insist on letting all of the kobolds know that she
Well,
is
my subject.
queen of the kobolds, and I don't know exactly what happened there, but
Neither
I'm
does she.
fairly sure, like 99% sure that she isn't queen of the kobolds.
Oh no! Kip was overthrown.
Oh,
I think that they have a cabbage at the moment. Kobolds, they're very odd.
right. Well, also don't tell Aisling about that, because I'm fairly sure it's easy to overthrow a cabbage.
I don't know. Apparently, this cabbage has outlasted several leaders.
It's their longest serving monarch.
I'm gonna get it. That cabbage gonna be crispy seaweed when I am done.
Ashley's going to sneak up behind it and slit his throat with a butter knife.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe 2 days time, Moon's Day.
Yeah, sure. I don't have any specific plans other than.
Well, I think you're probably focusing very much on Rock at the moment, but I thought he should be up and running mostly by then. I'd have thought, or probably you'll need a break.
I hope so. I'm absolutely dying to take a trip to Lutz, to the magic shop. I got a staff while we were away. Hey, but wait here, and I'll go get it. And he runs off and runs back.
I forgot about your stuff.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, this. Someone gave it to me. I bartered for it. I can't remember actually. But anyway, it's broken, but it could be fixed, I think.
Oh wow! Again, and Lutz is perfect for that sort of thing. Oh, when you don't want to go without Rock because, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
he wants to see Lutz. I mean, Kath and Baudet has said that he talks about Lutz in glowing terms.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but he seems overly concerned about him getting his 5 meals a day or whatever, 3 meals a day, however many he's supposed to have.
Sweet low insight, Eugene.
Well, that's fine. I mean, I think that should be enough time. And yeah, absolutely. Let me know how it goes with the staff. That looks odd.
Yeah, have you ever seen anything like it before? That I was kind of hoping you might have some insight.
Although, it kind of twists. It goes. The design is old, like very old, like pre my time old. So it might be a pre-ascension relic.
Oh, that would be cool. Well, hopefully it can still be fixed.
Yeah, absolutely. I have fingers crossed. I mean, Luke would be the person to talk to, and if he can't do it, there's he will know the best people to talk to about it. Oh well, brilliant. Well, it's really lovely seeing you, and I will obviously see you again later this week. But I'm looking forward to dinner.
Me too.
And he just leans in and gives you a peck on the cheek and squeezes your hands. Right, I better go, because if I leave it too long, Milif will think that she's in charge, and that's when things go horribly wrong. He just smiles and bye, Aisling. Bye, Tythig.
Bye. Shit.
We'll talk properly later. And kind of wonders.
So help me God, I'm setting up an arcane eye in every corridor in this house.
You hear very fast hoof steps going up the stairs.
You hear a whoop as air sucks as somebody casts a teleportation spell. Right, so all rested and recovered. Rock can take another point of exhaustion off.
Is that a lot of
That's
them?
it. Yeah.
That's it. You're back to normal. You still
Yay!
feel a little tiny ropey around the edges, but you mostly feel back to your normal self. The next morning, you all come downstairs, and Cambor is already in the hallway with a quick breakfast for you all. Right. I need you to be aware of your sizes, your favourite colours, and what you are interested in doing. We're going to get you some new clothes. It's the least I can do to save you, to say thank you for helping save my brother.
And while they're sorting the clothes out, we're going to go to the magic shop.
Oh.
Come on, dears. We have a long and exciting day ahead. Good food, good company, and good clothes.
God. Ashley's so excited.
How do I know what size I am? I don't know what size I am. Ashley, how do I know what size I am?
I don't know. I just put stuff on and see what happens.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
it's fine. We'll stop past the store with the very good tailor, and they can do your measurements before we go anywhere else.
Okay.
And that is, with that, Cambor opens the door, hustles you all out, and the day's shopping shall begin. And we're
If
going
I
to take a
don't come back with a little balloon on a stick, it's been a fail.
I think we're going to take a break there. It seems like a really good natural place.
Yeah.
So cool. Thank you for bearing with us, everybody. Thank you for coming in on this journey so far. We will be back in 10 minutes. That is 25 to. Go grab a drink, make sure you use the facilities, and just generally chill out. And we will be back before you know it.
Bye.
Mwah. And we are back. I hope you all had a lovely break. All done your stretches and the like.
Ablutions.
Cool. So, yes, before the break, our wonderful trio of friends caught up on events, relaying what they could remember about events, both sides of the veil, and what they have been up to. I think Perb revealed to Eugene that he has got to the power level now that he will soon have to take a test just to prove he is a capable wizard. But not something that Uncle Perb is worried about, but Eugene did express a little bit of reticence around.
Like a wizard driving test.
Basically, yeah. And Cambor has organised and is currently about to take them out for a day of shopping, food, and relaxation.
Oh, best day ever.
Yeah. So, first off, I think if you don't mind, I would like to take you out for coffee and cake at this place.
Why would we mind that?
And we can have a chat there, and then you can tell me the sorts of things that you'd like to wear and what sort of things you're looking for, so that I have a good grounding that I can give the tailors to make sure that they give you what you need.
Tailors?
Oh, sweetie, if you're going to save the world, you need to look fantastic doing it.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
She has a point.
Ashling's making a mental note not to get any caffeine.
She takes you to this little tiny coffee shop just on the edge of the Merchants District. Not the busiest place, but really nice little space, like kind of a mum and dad sort of place, but very comfortable, owned by a pair of orcs and their adopted tiefling daughter.
That's the future Liberals want.
Who is serving the tables and is very effective, has a very good grasp of things, and she's actually pretty much running the place for her parents, who are now getting a little older. Orcs obviously aging a little faster than a lot of other races. You have a nice morning. What do you eat, cake-wise? Just for a little bit of flavour. You can add something into the
pressure.
world. Yeah, no, absolutely. Have some fun with it. Just what would you like to add into the world?
Is Ashling having cheesecake?
No! That was the first thing that came to my mind. It was the first thing, but I was like, I don't want to be basic.
Ashling is changing. She's no longer having everything
salad.
cheese.
I do have some very nice looking elven cheese scones.
If Ashling orders salad, Brock's going to start poking her and looking for the Vine Lord.
Mimic! She's a mimic! No, I think Ashling would get like a Bakewell tart, but instead of a layer of just raspberry, there's like a layer of raspberry and the sponge and all that stuff, but then there's also a layer of popping candy, and then there's the icing.
Absolutely fantastic popping cake.
Yeah.
I love what a theme popping candy has become in this game.
It's generally, I think Cambor smiles, and I think Rock probably suppresses an eye roll. This is the sort of thing that you generally buy young children to kind of entertain them, but it's so in keeping with Ashling that
Kids know what's more fun.
exactly Cambor just thinks it's delightful. So
Yeah. Comes with a little sparkler.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. And let me guess, you ordered the biggest hot chocolate you can with all the toppings and things?
Yeah, no caffeine, but enough sugar to kill a gorilla.
Amazing.
Oh, good. I'm so looking forward to the sugar rush.
Yeah.
Theo, what does Eugene get?
I think Eugene goes for something sophisticated and not too flavorful. Like,
Ooh.
I'm imagining something like a matcha cake.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, I feel like
And
there's
Stunning.
Plenty of coffee.
amazing. I think you ordered like a big coffee, like a bowl of coffee almost.
Oh shit.
And the cake is let's see, there's one that's made with orcish spices, which are like with the sugar, it's kind of breaks it down. It's kind of like quite a hearty bread, but quite plain, but quite light to eat. It's the sort of thing that they recommend you eat before you kind of get on with your day, because it's not going to fill you up entirely, but give you a nice kick of energy to get you going.
Sounds good.
Cool. And has a really nice kind of smoky flavour to it, which goes really well with the quite bitter coffee that they are serving. And Rock.
I think Rock is sort of goes in intending to just have, you know, what he's normally had, and then realizes that actually he's suddenly aware that he's had nothing but kind of recuperating food and death for ages. So
How's the house death today?
it was a little dusty, I have to say. There was a nice nutty aftertaste, but it was a little dusty.
Ew.
And so he kind of goes in and then gets completely indecisive, doesn't know what he wants, and then orders an enormous like double chocolate cake, like Black Forest Gâteau type thing with strawberries on top and cream and full of chocolate and chocolate ganache and everything, and then has that with a very small sort of strong coffee.
Double charged. What is even listed on there as kobold black, bitter black wake up juice.
It sounds like my kind of coffee. Cheers, everyone.
To everyone else is a double espresso. But
Cheers.
fantasy world. Cambor orders herself a twisted dragonborn cake, which has got fruits and like savoury spices that kind of turned in on itself. Looks almost like a croissant, but it's just a bit heavier and has a lot of things in it. It's one of those things, I think Rock would remember this from growing up. It started out life as something that Dragonborn could have, and it would keep for a good couple of days, but kind of be quite filling. And then it turned into this subtle delicacy that when in the Empire and outside, and every region has its own version of it. This one is very fruity, with like lots of high herbs and things like that. Kind of, you can smell it as she tears into it. The pretenses of the noble lady are hidden away a little bit as she kind of just tears, like she kind of eats probably just as enthusiastically as the rest of you, and chats to you about nice, polite little things like kind of getting to know you all, because although she's met you a few times now, she's never had a chance to kind of just sit and be a friend with you all. So she's asking lots of questions about. She asks Aisling a lot of questions about New Doan and what her life there was like, and she asks Eugene about studying and what the twins are like and what the farm was like, and a few questions. But I think once she picks up that you don't really like talking about them too much, about your family and things like that, she steers clear of your father a bit more than your mother and sister. Not in a disrespectful way, but in a, obviously, she picks up you're not always happy talking about him, because everybody talks about him all the time. So
she probably also picks up that when she mentions him, Rock does the massive eye roll.
Doesn't Rock do that with everyone we mention?
No,
Okay.
not everyone.
and then the next stage, she takes you to through the market district. To a very familiar looking pair of shops. One of them is the haberdasher's, where you got Eugene's hat originally, and
Yeah.
right next to it is the tailors that Marug recommended. And she takes you inside. Everyone can make a perception check as you walk in through the door.
Oh, yeah. Where is my sheet?
24.
I've forgotten how much I percept. Unnatural 20.
13.
13. All of you pick up. This place is much bigger than the shop space it should have on the outside. As you kind of step into this beautiful, colourful, chaotic space that's just rolls and bolts of fabric everywhere, and just half-made dresses and clothes on all over the place. There are people moving back and forth who are clearly the part of the tailor's agents, which are there's a couple of halflings, a couple of humans, one Goliath who seems to be doing like a lot of the more bigger manual movements and kind of shaping leather and things like that. And at the back, sat on a high-backed chair with a tall desk, is a older woman with sharp features and ears that kind of just point back, and you can just about make out little tufts of hair, like a long nose. Fingers are just a little bit too long, but seem to be very deft with a needle. And she's currently going over ledgers. And Cambor leans into you all and goes, "Now, I have it on good reputation, have it on good authority that this is the best tailor in Cloud's Kern. She is an artist, a little peculiar, but you are safe despite what she is."
What is she?
Aisling, I don't think you really need to roll on this. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think Eugene and Rock might need to roll a history or an arcana check.
Sure.
For it.
Ooh, that's not bad.
Yep.
28.
28.
Bear with.
The maths.
Unnatural 20 again.
Natural 20.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, this is quite clearly a hag.
I thought so.
And you kind of see, as you get closer, you see that she's not so much sitting above on a tall chair as she's leaning against it. She's very tall, gangly looking. Her arms are ever so slightly too long for her body. And you're fairly certain she might even have an extra joint under the long, beautifully tailored sleeves that she has.
So unpleasant.
Nice.
She looks over, she goes, "Oh, customers.
Oh, charming.
Come in, my dears. I will be with you 1 second."
I think I'll look at Cambor again and just be like, "Are you fucking sure?"
Best reputation in Cloud's Curtain.
Rock's going to push Aisling forward.
Yeah.
She's one of yours.
No.
Oh God, Rock! They don't all know each other. That's so rude.
I
fine.
know.
Aisling's good. Aisling's good with people. She can do it.
Aren't you supposed to be their face?
Yeah.
I'm tired. I was just dead.
God, we're gonna have this a lot.
How
Huh?
long is that excuse going to go?
Probably to the end of the
yeah.
campaign now. She just leans down, almost supernaturally kind of bend to her spine and just talks to a couple of her assistants. One of the girls, a beautiful human girl with kind of like pigtails kind of tied, like multiple pigtails tied back, blonde hair, just giggles and then wanders over and goes, "Hello there, I'm Jenny. How may I help you?"
Hi.
Hello.
Well, hello. We are looking for some new outfits, but my friends here need to ensure that we have the right measurements for them first. So if you could do a proper measuring, that would be most helpful to start with.
Amazing. Are you just looking for some pre-made things? Cambor goes, no. We would very much like Nana's opinion on things, if that's okay.
Ooh.
And Jenny smiles, goes, oh, I think that would be more than okay. Nana would be quite excited to have new, fresh challenges for her. Well, if you'd all like to come with me, I will take your measurements. The boys, I think Brian, and you see this halfling kind of wander around, it's kind of quite rotund halfling, will take you, and my ladies, if you'd like to come with me, I shall do yours.
Okay.
I'm not sorry. Apologies. I'm assuming genders here. That's wrong of me. Have I got that right?
Yes, right for me.
Yeah.
It'll work.
Fantastic. Of course, you just come with me, and she takes you through. And this place is almost like a factory in what should be a small shop. And she takes you through to like a big waiting area with like chintzy, but just that level of I am still tasteful, but I'm busy, kind of everywhere. And it's kind of that whole vibe of I'm trying to make you I'm comfortable and familiar rather than I am too busy. It's done with, and it's kind of gilt frames and chandelier and things like that. And she puts on a pot of tea and gets you to all sit down. And you are one by one taken off to a private area where you are measured in front of a load of mirrors and asked a lot of questions about how comfortable you like things. Do you wear them loose, tight? Have you noticed any sort of snagging or change in your fit recently?
Everyone stop commenting on my weight.
Oh, you've got nothing to worry about, sir. You look fit as a fiddle.
Of course I do.
One by one, you're measured and taken, and then eventually Nana comes through, and she just kind of pulls herself into the room like some giant spider type thing, and just kind of sits herself down on a much bigger armchair. Now, my lady, I understand that you are going to foot the coin for this excursion. Absolutely, it'd be my absolute honour. Amazing. And you have brought me 3 fresh faces.
4. I'm just going to look at Eugene. Pocket.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh, for a frightening second there, I thought I was going to get an outfit.
Sorry. She's not gonna. I think she'll.
Well,
ask
you are
Alabaster.
technically. Ashlyn's getting an outfit.
Yeah,
That's true. I think in
Yeah.
her head she will ask Alabaster, like, she's not gonna take our faces, is she?
I don't think she's that sort of hag. She seems to actually be
She
interested
said
in
they were
trade.
fresh.
Oh, no. I mean, we've dealt with hags before, so...
Ah, look at these fresh faces.
So, colours, shapes, styles, ideas. What are you looking for? She settles on Aisling.
I think she'll sort of look at Rock and Eugene and be like, I don't really know. A lot of pockets.
Pockets. Women should have as many pockets as they need.
Lot of pockets and finding trousers for, and she'll like stick a leg up in the air and be like, finding trousers for this situation can sometimes be quite tricky.
I am very familiar with the digitigrade stylings.
Oh, okay.
You will be in safe hands.
Ooh,
Huh?
feels so safe.
Do you do anything with your horns?
I headbutt with them.
I meant adornments.
Oh, no, not so far. Can you do that? What can you put on them?
They can be decorated with many, many things.
Ooh, no, I hadn't thought of that.
Yes.
Like faces.
Cambor, you kind of, at this point, I think you kind of notice that Cambor has, at the end of her horns, she has like gold plate wraps with a chain that kind of links between them, which is very in vogue in the Empire at the moment, particularly among Dragonborn and Tieflings.
Very in season.
And you, young man, and your beautiful little celestial friend.
Well, I think Eugene will kind of try and play it off like he hasn't really thought about it much.
Oh.
I love that idea.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe something like.
Yeah, I haven't considered it for too long, but and then he kind of gets out like a load of drawings that he's done.
He's got a scrapbook.
I was thinking something like this, maybe. I don't know what. Obviously, you're the expert, but these were my ideas.
He kind of leans. She kind of moves over, and without kind of having to move too much, she's leaning over your shoulder. I see, yes, and I like this. This cut may not suit your figure perfectly, but what we can do is we can do something very similar here. She just runs this long fingernail just across your picture, becoming a little higher in the back here. Yes, I can work with this. It is always nice to know people who know what they want.
Just no velvet.
Absolutely fine. Silk.
You animal.
Maybe as long as it's on the outside, not on the inside. If that makes sense.
Texture thing. Cottons for the inside, or wools.
Anything's fine as long as it's not too shiny. And something coordinating for my friend here.
I have a small amount of Arbilin shift weave. I can make him a small jacket that will shift as his form shifts.
Sounds great.
Oh my god.
Does this mean I get to draw a rat in a jacket?
Now my mind is just going through everything that he's turned into and thinking, what would that look like in a little jacket?
Has he ever turned into a snake? Because I want to see that.
And the dashing dragonborn.
Oh, sorry, yes. So do you also do the do you do armor work here, or is it just purely the
Purely costuming, clothing, and refinements, my lord. If you have armor that you wish to place tabards and things over, I can work with that. Do you know what you are buying?
Yes, yes, I do. I know what I would like the armor incorporated into. So yes, and I'm just going to sort of sketch out a little thing showing her what it looks like and stuff.
Again, that sort of like she's very close and kind of over your shoulder and kind of brushing her.
The closer she gets, Brock's just kind of leaning awkwardly away from her.
Yes, this I can work with. If you do acquire the armor, please do bring it so I can check the details.
Oh yes, we're going to look at some magic items and perhaps some armor shortly.
I think it's Cambor. You said you had Arbilin shift weave. I do, my lady. Could you fix me a smart jacket in that? I would like. That seems like it would be particularly useful for quick changes at court. Of course, that would be my pleasure. Well, I can have something to you by the end of the week. But if you wish, where may I send my messages to so that I can check measurements, do some changes and the like.
It's probably best to send to Eugene's mansion.
I mean, you give them the address, which escapes my brain right now.
I think it's just 4 Main Street or something,
Something ridiculous
like
like that.
Yeah.
It's very odd, isn't it? Very good, very good. Well, this has been a delight. I look forward to seeing you all in my beautiful clothing.
Yes, it's been delightful.
Now, take your time, but you may leave when you are ready. I have
Okay, bye.
I have what I need. Cambor steps outside. She kind of goes, "Whew, well, we don't generally deal with the Fae so directly in the Empire. That was intense.
It was your idea.
I thought it would be an experience."
Oh,
Yeah, I
it's
was pretty
definitely
sure
that.
we were all gonna die, and Rock's only just done that.
I mean, she obviously has very good taste, but because some of the outfits look great, but yeah, not the most relaxing experience of shopping I've ever had.
Yes, is that your ogre friend suggested it? Marog, is it?
That's the one. Yeah, well, he does know his stuff, but yes, nothing. I would imagine nothing frightens Marok, to be honest. So, anyway, but we do need to go to a magic shop, though. So maybe there's one nearby.
Make an insight check on your sister.
Where am I? That would be another unnatural 20.
There's a smirk. She knows exactly where you want to go. Oh, are you sure? I mean, we could go and grab another coffee first, or I'd like to take a stroll around the market district, maybe pick up some supplies for you all, or...
Oh, no, feel free. I mean, I'm just going to pop next door.
To the haberdashers?
No, to the other one, the magic shop. Down.
You're going to loot shop, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, we could go to that one. Good idea. Good thinking.
Honestly, you are so transparent.
Oh, shut your face. Anyway, Eugene needs to get that broken thing seen to.
Well, lead on. I am looking forward to meeting Loot.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. And then I'm just going to walk towards Luke's shop and very subtly do things like, where was it again? Despite knowing exactly where it is.
I think both...
My passive insight is 18, just saying.
Yeah, this is...
Oh,
it.
please. I gave up on not hiding anything from you a long time ago.
Nah.
But Eugene is like, look, Rock, we've been there several times. Are you feeling okay?
Oh.
I'm fine. I've been dead for a while. It's just, anyway.
Right, yeah, okay.
Both Aisling and Eugene hear gently in their head from Cambor, "Oh, let him play his game. It's cute."
I'm not doing nothing. I know exactly what he's after.
What game are we playing?
He's pretending he doesn't have the biggest crush in the world on this
He
person.
wants to go see Arms McGee.
Oh!
They can compare biceps now.
Oh! You have a crush on him.
Is that out loud?
Yeah.
No, I do not have a... he's a very nice man,
It
but
all makes so much sense now.
there's nothing to make sense of. He's a very
the
nice man and
breakfast
has been very
thing.
helpful.
The insisting that we always go there and
Well,
not
because we
to
get a
other
good
places
deal.
across town. Yeah, yeah. Sure.
I mean, it's not like I've, fallen asleep on his shoulder or anything like that.
Not outside of your fanfics, you haven't.
Wait, when did that happen?
But really? Really, Eugene? Really? Don't remember that? Hmm? No?
Not as vividly as you do, perhaps.
Do you remember that very first day that you met young Gristle? No?
Gristle.
Oh, I see. Oh, okay. You're making a joke. I get it.
Apparently my comedic timing has died too.
And Theo also definitely got that too.
To be fair, lots of things have happened since then.
Right.
When did you fall asleep on him?
No, that would have been really awkward, especially as we've only been there shopping.
Yep.
Yes, so I'm just going to lead them in there.
You find loot shop tucked back behind some in on the normal place you find it. Again, that wonderfully very sort of suburban street. A few people nod and smile and kind of say hello to you. I think you are still well known in Cloud's Cairn, so
Better be.
so
They obviously recognise the badges, right? Because we are all obviously still wearing our badges.
or the fact that
But Eugene's not wearing his.
Oh, Eugene.
I think you really need it at this point. I mean, people know who you are.
It's not a case of need.
You step into loot shop.
Just as we step in, I'm going to turn around and say to Cambor very quickly, and just going to look straight at her and go, "Oh, quick warning: kobolds, chaos. Be careful." And then just turn back.
Oh goodness. Are you stepping in first, Rock?
Yeah.
Make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh my Christ.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's 19.
19. It is enough as a firework whizzes past your head down the alley and explodes in the street. And you hear in Draconic two small squeaky voices arguing about who's responsible before a familiar voice. Right, I don't care who's responsible. The two of you clean up this mess right now. And no more explosives in the main shop. We've had this discussion before.
I'm just going to look at Campbell and just be like,
You push the door.
Ashling's giving them a round of applause.
Yeah, open the door, and the brothers are sitting in the middle of the floor with a big burn mark where something has just exploded. It looks like it was made of metal. And Spit and Fire kind of just go, there, look, customers, buy! Kind of both of them dart off in different directions before Luke can get hold of them.
I love them.
morning.
Is it? I don't, it's been a long day already. Rock, it is very good to see you. Aisling, Eugene, and I'm very sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is my sister Campbell. This is Lute.
An absolute delight to meet you. A delight to meet you too. My brother has effused your skills and your talents. And he kind of looks a bit puzzled for a second. I mean, I'm just a simple enchanter. I do what I can. Hi, how can I help you? It's been a while. How has the journey been going?
It's been quite an eventful few weeks.
To say
Yeah.
the
Ship's all okay?
Oh yeah, the ship's
Ship's
fine.
My offer to add arcane cannons still stands. I'll cut you a really
Ship's
good
great. He died.
What?
He died though.
Rock?
Like,
But you don't say that like it was my fault. I didn't die on purpose.
I mean...
it was tragic, really. He could have used someone to help him with big strong arms.
Cambor just out of nowhere pulls a full small fan out and just kind of hides her face where she snickers a little bit.
Cambor and Aisling are both going to hear it in their head. If you two don't stop it, I will throw you both out myself.
There you.
Oh, darling.
Anyway.
I don't think you can. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm going to go and have a look at these trinkets here whilst you explain to this lovely man who clearly is very concerned about you what happened.
Yes, my sister's going to have a look at your trinkets. phrasing. I'm going to have a look at the trinkets over there. Yes, we did. We had a bit of an event. We went to. I'm not sure how many different realms or things we went to. In all honesty, because there was a portal in, and there was a portal in a portal.
Wait, hang on 1 second. And he kind of just reach past you and switches the sign on the door to closed.
Private shopping.
Oh, lock in.
And just Spitfire, bring out some stools, please.
Just check the stools before you sit down.
Oh yeah.
They kind of do reappear with some sturdy looking stools.
I
one
nudge
of them
it with my hoof before I sit on it.
Sturdy looking. Are you calling us fat again?
no, just some good looking stools. They're
That
thick,
is a good looking stool.
just good looking stools.
There is a phrase I have never said. Actually, I'm not sure that's true. Anyway,
That's definitely a lie.
so yes, I mean, you don't have to close the shop. It's a long story, but the short version is yes, I died, but Eugene and Aisling then went through
Right,
several.
I don't want the short version. I want to hear everything, and I want to know that you're okay.
Well, maybe after we've done the shopping. I'm fine. Look, I'm perfectly
They
fine.
can browse whilst you explain what what happened. And
Okay, bye. I'm already off.
and I think he does sit you down and get you to tell him in as much detail as you can.
I mean, I will still do a very abridged version,
Yeah.
punctuated by a big part where I'm like, and during that time I was dead, and I don't really know what Aisling and Eugene got up to, apart from quite a lot to bring me back, really. So I essentially owe it all to them, and here I am. And now we need to shop.
Right. Yes, and also we need to get you some thing to try and stop that from happening again. Have a look around, see what you can find. Are you looking for anything in particular?
Well, the first thing is we need to just see. I don't know if Eugene has an item that we need repaired. I wondered if you could have a look at.
Oh, certainly. Eugene?
Oh yes, here it is. It's a staff. It's broken, but I think it's fixable. I don't know. You tell me.
He pulls down those goggles and flips down like a couple of glasses internally and kind of adjusts some things. Very repairable. I'm not sure what the enchantment is. The enchantment's broken and probably won't activate again until it's fixed. But I don't think it's dangerous.
Mystery staff.
On a scale of sort of 1 to 10, with 10 being life-threatening and 1 being a wand of pyrotechnics, how dangerous are we thinking potentially if you don't know what it is yet?
Potentially powerful, but not. I think it's going to be one of those things. Once it activates, it will require. I don't know. I'm kind of getting. You know how mage staffs sometimes have built-in spells or protections and things like that. I'm getting that sort of vibe about this. So this is certainly up your alley, Eugene.
Phrasing. Well, it's repairable, so why don't we? Yes, let's get it repaired and see what excitement it holds.
How long do you think it will take?
I need to be careful with it. I can prioritize it, try and get it done within a week. But if I hit any snags, I will have to take longer to make sure that everyone is safe around it. I'm excited. This is very exciting.
Me too.
Cool. Well, I will also have to give you a commission cost later because I don't know what's involved at this point. But if you wouldn't mind putting down a 50 gold deposit, if that's
Sure.
okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited. This is quite a find. This looks like it's quite old too. So, where did you get this?
God, where were we?
Oh wait, wasn't that on the
The island.
island? I wasn't there, obviously. Toby told me about it.
What was that island called?
Where you met the Ivanord.
Oh, you found it on the island with the lion folk, didn't you?
That's the one.
She sold it to
Oh,
you because
yeah.
Yeah, I haggled.
You what?
I haggled for the stuff.
I'm going to look at Aisling. Like, really?
Huh?
Well,
Well, it was broken.
well, yes. You're just not terribly comfortable with haggling. Usually.
Well, a lot happened while you were having coffee.
Apparently so.
Yeah, Eugene can haggle now.
What has the world turned into?
Oh!
Oh, Aisling, I've got something that you might be interested in. You like Fey artifacts and things. I've seen you kind of poking through some of my small trinkets. And he kind of leans, steps up, and kind of wanders over to a shelf and just pulls up her chair because he's still a bit shorter than the rest of you. And he kind of clambers up, pulls down this beautiful goat carved from green stones with ivory.
My brother.
Ivory, like vines and things wrapping around it. This
Ooh.
is a goat of travail, and he kind of whispers a word, and kind of like throws it on the floor, and it turns into a quite big-looking billy goat with long horns.
My Christ.
And which kind of looks at him and just nods. Good friend, useful, can sometimes help you in a fight. I also, when I got it, I thought it would make that facial expression. Actually, to be fair,
Is this a pocket goat?
it is a pocket goat.
Wait, but I don't mean to sort of put a damper on this, but what's the point in it?
It's a goat that can go in your pocket, Rock.
Becomes
What more do you need?
becomes a giant goat for 3 hours, which will fight on your side.
Oh, they can be very nasty. I'm sorry, no personal shade intended. You seem very nice, but I've heard they can be very nasty in a fight, so that could be very helpful.
With your normal discount, that's 360 gold.
Yep. You're not even gonna haggle, don't care.
You can add a goat of travail to your character.
My God.
Aisling, what are you going to call him?
I don't know. This is gonna take me a while.
Please don't call him
Open
Billy.
to suggestions.
Oh, God, no.
No.
I'm sure Eugene has a book in the library somewhere of appropriate goat names.
Volume 6.
I mean, nothing
I
surprising.
actually think I do.
Yeah, see, I knew it.
What about inappropriate goat names? I want to read that one.
I'm not sure that one's been written yet.
Aha, gap in the market. Let's get on it.
Ah.
Yeah.
In 5 years' time, the book of inappropriate goat names by Ashley.
Yep, TM.
Yeah, while they're while they're discussing the goat names, I'm going to just have a wander round, and I'm going to basically just try and very quietly say to Lute, I do need some new armor and possibly something that's enchanted armor-wise. But I also would like. Do you have just sort of? Basically, I need. Do you make jewelry?
Some trinkets, amulets, some of them pre-enchanted, either by myself or one of my colleagues, some of them imported. Are you just looking for something particular, or are you...
Yeah, no, I just need 3 tiny little lockets.
That I can do.
Perfect.
They are 5 silver apiece.
Perfect. I shall give him the silver instantly and take the 3 lockets. Cool. Now, onto armor. What do you have? I, as weird as this sounds, it appears that since my death, I need a new set of armor.
Well, I mean, people dying have a tendency to want to be able to protect themselves better afterwards, so that makes
Yes.
sense to me.
That is a fair point. I also feel like I could probably take a sort of stronger piece of armor now. So, do you have any half plate armor?
Half plate. It kind of wanders. Wait here, and kind of wanders off into the back, and he comes back again and just kind of looks you up and down for a second. Yeah. Comes back with 2 suits of half plate. One of them is a deep ebony, like almost gunmetal coloured, as we would know it, like almost this matte, sort of light absorbing black.
Vanta Black!
And it is fairly standard looking armor, and just underneath the chest plate there are these runes around it, which look like they're incomplete at the moment. I'm working on this one, which when it's finished will add extra protection, and kind of plots this one, which is a more standard looking suit of armor, but I can add enchantments to if you need anything in particular. What sort of thing were you looking for?
Well, no, I think the one with the extra protection sounds like that could be very interesting. And also, I've not seen anything like that, but so that'd be very interesting. What will that charge? What will that go for once you have enchanted it and finished it?
Standard price, 750 for the armor itself, then 1,500 for the enchantment. That'd be 250. We can call it 250. We can call it 1,900.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Oh, sorry, look how cute that kitty is.
Baby.
Yeah, well, that sounds perfect, yes. If you could do that, then perhaps we could come in and collect it if you're able to finish it by the time Eugene's staff is repaired.
Yeah, I think that's fine. For equipment sense, so you can add it for later, it is a +1 armor
Cool, let me just put
of half plate.
I need to remove gold pieces, otherwise I won't forget.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I double check how much the pocket goat was?
Yep, 360.
360. lovely,
360.
Thank you.
Amazing, so I've got +1 on this. Okay, cool.
Kind of, you do notice it's very clanky.
Is it possible to put an additional enchantment on it?
What sort of thing are you looking for?
Well, maybe something so that it doesn't sound like I'm moving around with an entire crockery set on me.
I'll see what I can do.
That would be most kind, thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, how have you been?
Good. My daughter's with Ash at the moment. We've come to a comfortable arrangement. Shop's doing well. The kobolds haven't blown it up yet.
Give it time.
What about you? We still need to get that drink sometime.
Well, yes, I have been away. Yes, we'll definitely do that. But while we're here, sorry to go back to shopping, we probably should get a few healing potions.
Yep, I have 4 superior in at the moment, and
How much are those?
hang on one second. Well, Chris just double checks.
Healing potions are always more expensive than I think.
Yep, it's because once you get past the base level, they're more difficult to make.
I don't want logic, Chris. I want discounts.
You get a discount here.
little yawn from the kid. It was
I know, it's so cute. Oh, look. Kisses.
I love that you're having to hold the wire.
Just in case.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Superior.
He has already tried to steal one of my dice.
Nice. Just wants to play.
Yeah, I've replaced these earphones numerous times.
Oh my god. I couldn't have wired ones because I would get up to do something and drag my laptop across the floor.
I have also done that, except not drag the laptop, but rather almost rip my ears off. So yeah.
Oh, fun!
450 each with your discount.
Yikes.
Each.
Yeah.
God.
I do have one Supreme in, which you can have for 4,500. I have 4 Greater, which are 90 apiece, and then obviously your standard healings, which are 45.
How much money have we earned from the boat? Like, how much money do we actually have?
You don't know yet because it's still making its way back to Cloud's Cairn at the moment.
God damn it.
Okay, so this is the downside to D&D or any RP thing is adding,
Doing the math, spending the coin.
Okay, so I'm going to buy the 4 superior.
Damn.
Okay. Yeah.
Same.
So 4, 16.
Rock's not
18,
scared of
18,
dying or
20,
anything.
Yeah, it's not like I've had a near-death experience.
He's just constantly shooting back healing potions.
I don't think he's getting nearer to death than dead. Same.
Fair point. Semantics fair. Yeah, Rock's gonna just like every time he stops his turn, he's knocking back a healing potion.
You're surprised how much you can live through.
Good Christ.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great.
So you have bought those 4 potions. Eugene, you've given him the kind of like the initial sort of deposit on that. Is there anything else that either Aisling or Eugene need at the moment?
Well, I was sort of hoping you might have something that would help me either be harder to hit or fortify me in some way. It's not armor. I'm not really strong enough.
Come with me, and he guides you to a small cabinet with multiple rings in it, and just pulls out one of them that looks like a plain platinum ring, but with a shield etched in the top. This ring of protection. Just give you a little bit of a bonus, make you a little harder to hit, or I have, and he smiles, I'm quite proud of this one, wanders over, this does not come in very often, and it probably will disappear again if you're not interested. Not too heavy on that. I have a Cape of the Mountebank.
Oh, what does that do?
So, for your, as you would know it, it smells plainly of brimstone. While wearing it, you can cast a dimension door spell as an action. Property can't be used again until the next door. When you disappear, you leave a cloud of smoke, and you appear in a similar cloud of smoke at your destination. The smoke lightly obscures the space you left and the space you appear in, and it dissipates at the end of your next turn. A light or stronger wind can disperse the smoke. Sorry.
But that doesn't add any extra healing armor, does it?
No, it just means that you can move about the battlefield even quicker.
Or brag, but I can sort of do that already.
Understandable. Yep. Always harder to impress a wizard. And he
Yeah.
winks.
I mean, teleportation is sort of my specialty. You don't have anything like anything in the bracer department? I mean,
Oh gosh, if only you'd had braces of defense you hadn't sold off or something.
Oh no!
I didn't have braces of defense. I had a cloak.
You did have the braces of defense, but you didn't want them at the time because you'd had to have tuned to them, and you had other stuff to tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you've got. I think you're all out of attunement slots at the moment, aren't you?
I am, yeah. And I have a feeling I'm going to have to attune to this staff too.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, choices.
Choices. I mean, are you trained with any armor at all? leather armor or anything like that.
No.
About the best I can probably do for your particular skill set is the ring of protection.
And would I have to attune to the ring?
I don't believe you do. I think a ring of protection
You sure?
is just that. Let me have a look. No, requires attunement.
Oh, bollocks.
They mean with these things.
Sorry to be like above table about this, but what is it just a plus?
It's a plus one. So it's about the same as your tattoo, your barrier tattoo, and
Forget it.
Wow. Talk about dramatic.
I'll just continue to be a wet piece of paper. It's fine. If I die, you can just bring me back. That's the least you could do.
because you've already got a cloak, haven't you?
Sure, we'll spend 2 weeks.
I had a cloak of protection, but I got rid of it when I got the barrier tattoo.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because I think you gave it to me because I've got a cloak of protection.
I just
Possibly, yeah.
That rings a bell.
But that is, again, another attunement thing.
So again, above the table question, can Eugene not wear light armor even?
nope. Wizards cannot wear armor.
Oh,
They
squishy boy.
Nope.
What
they're
what if we fashioned a nice set of cardboard armor?
I mean, you can do
Like
that.
cheap cosplay.
Sorry, I don't really have anything else, and it's like,
That's fine.
sorry. about that.
Anything else interesting, magic item wise? Some interesting spell books, maybe.
Spell books? Goodness. Actually, you're probably better off popping down to Ash at the moment. She's got a few interesting articles in that might be worth your time. I do have. You might like this. And kind of wanders over, clambers up, and pulls down a crystal ball. Rolls it back over his hand a couple of times. This is a scrying stone. It will allow you to cast scry once a day, which might be useful, particularly if you want to check on things before you get there.
Or spy on people.
Can do
I
that.
think that's ethically questionable, but sure.
Hey, what you do with your scrying stone is up to you.
Fantasy ethics.
Yep.
I mean, this is a man who does sell thieves' tools, so
That's a good
They're
point.
just collectibles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much for the scrying stone?
Hang on 1 second. So it's 3,000.
Okay.
But
Wow.
I will obviously let it go to you for 2,700.
We haven't got our
Obviously.
property from the boat yet.
Yeah, we might have to look at that when we come back.
Maybe I'll be back for that one.
Are there any particular spells you're looking for? I do have some scrolls in.
I do have a list. Just
Of course you do.
I think I actually left this list with Luke.
Oh wait,
but
that rings a bell.
But Chris can't remember. So.
The things on there were Flock of Familiars,
Yes.
Comprehend Languages.
Comprehend languages is level 1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's got that in.
And I asked for protection from evil and good as well. I think those are the three I asked for last time.
Comprehend languages, he has in. It is 54 gold.
Bargain.
54 gold, so
Level 1 spell.
Nice.
What level is protection from good and evil?
All first level.
Okay, he has protection for good and evil in as well. He doesn't have flock of familiars.
Oh,
Yeah,
I need that fairy dragon. Okay, I'll take the other two though, please.
He passes them over. So that is 54 apiece. That's 108 gold. Do you need any inks or paper at the moment?
Yes, I do actually. Yes, that would be great.
Normal price for those two spells. Being a wizard is expensive.
yeah. You have a lot of overhead as a wizard, huh?
Mm-hmm. And that's not including your tuition fees. So.
Oh shit! You have to pay to do the wizard driving test.
Yep.
Jeez.
Yeah, why do you think I just get my uncle to teach me?
Well, hopefully we can get some money back from the ship, and then we can contribute towards that. I mean, we do make use of your magic quite extensively.
Yeah.
Thanks.
How about for you, Aisling? Anything more than you probably shouldn't? The goat will activate again tomorrow morning, so but please be careful what spaces you use it.
Just like it's
No,
there?
you have to activate it. But
Okay.
you can only use it once a day.
Okay. All right, that's good to know.
It would be a real liability if it was unpredictable and just activated.
Just activate it every now and then. Just go.
It just crawls out of the bag like a Joey, screaming.
Can't keep it in the bag of holding.
Oh, you wanted
It'll be fine.
Did you need a second bag of holding or anything? I do have one.
Yeah, our
Wait.
first one's full of cheese. So
It's-
actually another
about
one
it.
would be
It's
great.
not full of cheese, it just smells of cheese now.
Honestly,
No,
not the
it's
weirdest
a
thing
nice
I
stuff.
have ever heard of.
Wait, is there any point in having two bags of holding? I thought the whole point was the bag of holding could store anything.
One of them
Yeah,
won't
that's
smell
what I
of
thought.
cheese.
That's my brain.
Okay, any other points?
You may be separated and want to access different stuff. You might want one for your person rather than sharing everything amongst everybody.
Got any
I'm
secret
good 'cause
stuff
I've got
you
one.
Keep it a bag of holding.
Nah, I think we're good for now.
Oh, I do. I did want to ask if you happen to have anything that could help navigationally, because we've been hanging out with someone who like can use the stars and stuff to navigate, and I was wondering if you had any like star charts or anything, because when we're in new places, I can't see anything, but I can see the sky. I was wondering if you had anything that I could, use the stars to navigate with.
Good thinking.
I mean, not to do myself out of business, but Ash would probably have books on star charts and things like that.
Oh, cool.
You could buy from. I'm sure she'd be grateful for the business. Yeah. I don't think I have anything that would allow you to navigate in that way. Oh, I do have. I'm quite proud of this. So, how would you like to be able to send to each other on a short distance without having to use spell slots to do so?
How short distance? Because
If it's like here, then
Kinda
we
do
can
that.
kind of just do that.
Within a mile.
Oh,
my telepathy definitely doesn't work in a mile, I believe.
I mean,
cool.
it would probably just be a secondary thing, but I have, and he kind of pulls out rings of connection. And they were excess from a large order that I did a little while ago.
Ooh.
So I am happy to let them go to friends for cheap.
How cheap we talking?
For each of them, for 3 of you, I would say 300 apiece, so 900.
Couldn't do 250 a piece.
I am cutting a lot of my price off there.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean-
but he just died.
I mean, it would be terrible if I died again. It would be awful.
I mean, I am all for keeping you alive, Rock, but I am making you new armor to help with that.
That is a fair point.
New armor.
Ashling.
Go on.
No, I can't.
Oh.
And he just...
I mean, we have to at least pay for the materials. Do you have anything else that helps with strength?
Rock, you don't need anything. I'll poke his arms again. You don't need any help.
Not
Don't need any help.
presently, but I could probably see if I can get gauntlets that would allow you to increase your strength.
Gonna get you a gauntlet of gym membership.
If you do happen to come across something like that, that would be most appreciated, because I think I'm going to need the extra strength for my new sword.
That longsword you got strapped to your side there?
Yes.
It's a pretty piece.
It is very beautiful. I am yet to... Well, we'll see how well I wield it, but yeah, so I think I'm going to need the strength. So if you do find it, it's going to be great. Also, once we find out when we have some trading money coming in, perhaps we can come back and see what you have there.
My door is open. I am here most days, so you are always welcome. You should know that.
Super. Good.
Cambor comes back with a few different bits and pieces. Mostly looks like materials for spellcasting and the like. She just kind of...
Plus some tasteful costume jewelry.
So yeah, some tasteful costume jewelry and things like that. And she takes some of the kaleidoscopes and things.
Yeah, there where it's at.
You'd be surprised how quickly you can buy off favors for families by giving their children things to keep them distracted.
That's clever.
He tills you up, takes all your money. Takes your
Yes.
money.
All our money.
No,
All
you're
your
right.
money.
Takes all our
Pulls
money.
up two
Yeah.
pistols, give me your money.
Oh shit.
Takes your money and proffers you your new equipment.
Well, we'll come back in a
with my
week
goat.
to get Eugene's staff and to see if you've managed to finish the armor. That would be great.
That would be fantastic. No problem. Well, it was lovely seeing you. Do not go dying again.
I shall do my very best.
Let's get that drink very soon.
Oh yes, definitely. We'll make a plan. Yes. Okay. Bye.
What he means to say is, it was a very, very lovely meeting you, Loot. And I hope to see you again soon. And she just wraps her arm around Rock's waist and just kind of guides him out.
Keep going.
I like him.
Well, good.
He's
then
cute, isn't he?
you should come back and speak to him more.
I think... Didn't you think that he definitely likes you, Rock?
Did you? He asked about that drink about 14 times. Rock.
Okay, so I really don't want to cast silence if I don't have to today, but I will.
Okay, I'll counterspell it and then keep chatting shit at you.
For God's sake. Eugene, talk to Aisling. She's being impossible. Also, you
I
don't
don't give a fuck.
Eugene's like, Rock's back. I take responsibility for nothing.
Yeah.
Bye.
It's that one of those things. Sorry, I was too busy thinking about Gristle.
Eugene, did you want to go to Ash's shop? Was there anything you did need from there?
Yeah, I've just totally forgotten what it was though.
You were going to look for spell books and things, but you just also then went and bought spell scrolls and materials. So I don't know.
I want to find a star chart though, so I'm going.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, we said that one. There you go.
I think a book of spell, book of spells, a book of star charts is relatively easy to get hold of, and will set you back 7 silver.
Nice. Okay.
Look at us splashing out with the silver.
She does say that like a lot of these are based on what we can see from the scattered lands, and it is entirely possible that some things might change over time. But
Okay. So, yeah, just Aisling, I think, wants to learn more about navigating with up instead of just down.
Yep, that's very cool. I think
I love that.
we'll give it some time to read it, but I think whilst you've got that book on you, if you have time to think about what you're doing and research it, you will have advantage on survival checks.
Yeah.
When you can see the open sky, but
Amazing.
you will have to spend some time doing it.
Yeah. I think there will also be many, because she's a low intelligence, high wisdom person. I think she's going to have to ask Eugene for a lot of the long words that are in this book.
And some of the different names of the constellations. Obviously, most of the easy ones to remember are named after like the gods or great heroes or things like that. But there's some weird one.
Oh my god, if there's one named after Appleby, I'm going to just kill myself now.
No.
Oh, is that?
No.
Do I? Wait, I haven't read it yet, so I don't know.
Legendary heroes.
Oh, the shade. Okay, well.
Not
While we're at the bookshop,
Yeah.
can I ask Astrid if she has any books by by Mallory?
Oh.
I'm on a quest to get them all, aren't I?
As in Mallory the Bright. Oh, that's wonderful. I don't like. She bounces and goes, da, 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 da. Comes back with this heavy green leather tome with cast iron corners.
Damn.
I think this is not handwritten, but cast on from her stories that she told people at different age and things.
I guess that counts.
Why are you buying books by Mallory?
Because I'm on a quest to get them all.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh. Good. Okay. Well,
I
then you
have a
should.
life outside these four walls. Well, not these.
Wait, I mean, you don't live here, dear, but
I don't live here.
not yet. I keep expecting it.
Oh no, he's got a lovely house.
I mean, I'd welcome it. You're always good company, but I do expect you to kind of come here and you're already inside reading.
It's a compliment. It's okay.
Okay, great.
Eugene's sitting going, have I done something wrong?
No.
Did I break in? Do I not remember that?
Am I sleep reading again?
Oh.
Into a fugue state and broke into a library.
All I remember is a giant goat. What the hell?
Yeah, wait till I learn teleportation circle. I'm just gonna put one in here.
Unstoppable.
On the back of the bookcase so you can just pop in anytime.
Just reach in.
That won't be alarming to anyone working late.
No!
How do you
They've
think the library's
recognised-
so full?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Cambor, once you guys have finished doing your shopping, that Cambor takes you out for lunch she takes you down to the Ogre's Rest, actually, where she's hired a private room. I think Marog is pleased to see you all, and does pick your brains a little bit about what you've been up to. Tries to get you to take up a couple of contracts whilst you are there. But obviously you have other things that you need to be getting on
We're
with. at the
busy
moment.
luncheoning.
You have...
Doc's just going to keep saying, for God's sake, Meryl, I've only just come back to life. Give us a minute.
Nah.
And then there's that whole conversation about what happened there, because of course no one in the Adventurers Guild knows.
Oh my god.
Oops. It's alright, we got a private room. Fine.
In your head you do get at one point, you're supposed to be being subtle about this.
Oh, yes, that was a thing, wasn't it? Oops.
Like any excuse. Didn't you know?
Yeah.
Oh.
You have a lovely meal. and eventually, about early evening, you wander back to the mansion, where you settle in for the night.
Before I settle in, I am going to take the 3 lockets that I bought, and I am going to spend some time using spell slots, and I am going to enchant them in my own special way. So for Cambor, Eugene, and Aisling, if you have a look to add something into your inventory, if you search for Ixurok, so Ixurok, you should be able to see Ixurok's Locket of Rejuvenation.
Ooh.
And basically what I have done is I have...
got a picture of you inside.
Oh,
Of course.
Would someone like to read this out for the audience at home?
mine's not loading, so I can't do it just yet.
Okay.
I guess that will be me then. This smooth crystal and silver locket containing a tiny but perfect portrait of Ixurok of Clan Revolkers contains 1 use of the healing word spell at 4th level. Nice. The item only works for the person it's created for, and upon opening the locket in a moment of need, the healing word spell is cast on the locket's owner. Upon use, the locket melts like a small piece of ice in the hand. Oh.
So Brock will then kind of, wherever you guys are, whether you're still together or whatever, and come around and give you each of these, and just kind of says, it's just a little... Yes, kitty cat, I know. He's just going to say, I do appreciate everything you've done, and I know this isn't necessarily a particularly so powerful thing. Anyway, basically, it's just a kind of an emergency thing for you, so that if you're ever in a position where you are really desperate for healing, and I'm not there to help, then you can at least open this locket and you will receive hopefully enough healing to at least save your life. But it will disappear once you've used it once, so it is really just an emergency thing. So just keep it on you in case you ever need to not die.
That's very
Rock.
thoughtful of you, Rock.
Yeah, you look really pretty in the picture as well.
Well, yes, I was
where
going to
did
say.
you?
And you can always just look at it and think of me fondly. There you go. Anyway, okay. Night. Bye.
Wait, it's early evening. I think, I don't know whether you guys are gathered anywhere. I think Tythig does want to talk to you all before you head off to your rooms or entertaining yourself.
Is anyone else at the house?
No, just Tythig. He says that a couple of the research team have been down whilst you've been out, but it's just you four, Tythig, and
Where's Kath? I want to show her my goat.
Kath is fascinated by the goat.
Okay, good.
But
she's
does ask that you don't let it loose in the house, please.
I will train the goat, Kath. Like,
How big is a giant goat?
yeah.
It's probably about 7-8 foot at the shoulder.
I am
it's a big
unstoppable.
goat. You can also
I am
use it as a mount.
omnipotent.
Oh God! Don't tell her that.
Goats on
That's
goats.
cool.
Goats on goats. I mean,
it
you
scream?
do know somebody with a fly spell as well, so it could probably carry all 3 of you.
Does it scream? Does it scream like
No,
a
because that joke
Oh my
has
God.
forever been ruined by its
Yeah, but that's
overuse in
stupid
particular
movie.
films.
Anyway, just checking.
Alas, sorry.
Damn it.
So I think kind of gathers you all together. How are you feeling, Rock? Are you up to getting back to task and talking about what we need to do?
Yes, I'm feeling much better. Thank you. I feel rested now, and I think we're on our way to being back in the field. We've got a couple of things we need to get from the magic shop later in the week, but otherwise I think we're doing all right, I think. Aisling, Eugene, is there anything else we need to do before we resume whatever it is we have to do? Oh yes, we're going to get the outfits. That's still coming, yes.
Our fresh shreds.
Which we will save for a future episode, so people have time to kind of.
So I have time to draw them.
Yep.
Everyone, send me your Pinterest boards.
No totes.
Right. Well, if it's all right with you, I'd like to organise with the research team a catch-up meeting, and we can exchange information, work out where we are, and what the best next moves are. That is, of course, if you three are still all right. I know situations like this can be very taxing. Rebecca has spoken to me and said quite clearly, it is up to you. But if you wish to proceed, she will absolutely support you with that. But she will completely understand if you wish to stop here.
I think
stop doing anything.
No, but this is a very risky and dangerous task, and you just lost one of our own, so...
But he's back now.
I think what Aisling is trying to say is, I think as much as I am from an outsider's perspective, they would like to continue.
Yeah, we're not going to... Yeah. God, we'd be so bored if we don't do this.
I'm sure the Adventurers Guild would like to have you back, but I'm not going to stop you either way. This needs to be your decision. I would like to continue.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to. I also don't want to, fall out of the sky. So I feel like it's quite important, isn't it?
Eugene?
Yeah, but who's going to do it if we don't?
Yeah. We have badges. I have a goat now.
I thought you said badges.
Badges. So I was literally just going to say, what do badges have to do with anything?
I picked up some pocket badges as well.
Jesus.
You might have badges.
Jeez.
You have that bag from Toby.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you could have a badger. You never know. Well, I obviously my friends can speak for themselves, but I feel like we have something to finish.
Mm-hmm.
One way or the other.
Well, I am pleased and glad that you said that. I was hoping that would be how you felt. But I needed to check. Because it needs to be our decisions individually. With that, and it's by this time that the front doorbell goes, who would be calling at this time of night? Sorry, Bordeas just already went home. Eugene, would you mind checking on that for us?
I've got my goat ready.
I don't think...
Aisling, don't throw your goat at everyone who comes through the door. It's really rude.
Also,
you just got it. Let me have fun with it.
In the house.
She reluctantly puts it in her pocket.
Okay. I will go answer the door.
Also, if that goat stands on the piano, you're going to be in trouble.
Eugene,
Is there a peephole? I'm going to look through the peephole if there is one.
there are two very familiar looking...
Sorry, I thought you were going to say there are two peepholes. Eugene's like that.
Two very familiar looking people on the front doorstep. Wearing plainer clothes than you normally see, better suited for travelling, a tall elven woman with lilac skin and long reddish hair. And next to her, a shorter figure, almost your absolute copy. Standing on your doorstep are your mother, Valindra Appleby, and your sister, Evelyn.
I think he just throws the door open and gives them both a big hug.
Oh.
And that's where we're going to stop today's episode.
Yay! We get to talk to Eugene, Mummy.
Yeah, I got questions for you.
Oh yeah.
Dear. So, I hope everybody enjoyed this much more relaxed, much more chilled episode than we've had for recent. You guys are fantastic.
I did. I fucking love a shopping episode.
I know. You guys just cause chaos and it's
I love
wonderful.
playing them. I love listening to them. I love it.
So, we will be back next week, and we get to meet Valindra and Evelyn properly for the first time. I'm very much excited for that. We have been Some Other Heroes. Before we sign off, these wonderful people are going to tell you where you can find them and what they have got coming up, and I am going to go in reverse order. So, Charlie, you can go first.
Okay. Hello. All my stuff is at charlievince.com. That's got my portfolio, my shop, my socials. So I say socials plural. It's pretty much just Instagram because everything else is either a rotting hellscape or boring. So I'm just using Instagram. Not that Instagram's great, but you know what I mean. That's about it at the moment. There's some cool stuff in my shop. There's some custom character slots. There's some pretty pictures on my website. There's some free downloadables on my website. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that I have those, but there's some free downloadables on there, like pretty wallpapers and stuff.
Woohoo, free shit.
Free shit. But yeah, that's about it. And hi, Mum. Love you, Mum.
Hi, Charlie's mum. Happy Easter, Charlie's mum.
Yeah,
Also,
happy Easter. As a devout Christian, Mum, I hope you're celebrating.
I'm eating chocolate, frankly.
I love the way none of us can keep a straight face with that sentence. But may I just also point out that Charlie's mum, with her new tattoo and her lush-looking hair and everything in that photograph, looked fit. Just thought I'd mention that.
Me and Mum's got this, but like across her forearm.
Nice.
It looks so cool.
That's right.
And it looks awesome. It's her first tattoo, and she looks fucking awesome.
Yes, she looks
She does.
amazing.
Anyway.
Amazing. Theo.
Hello, that's me. You can find my stuff, my illustration and things at theoblueillustration.com. My shop is on there, and links to my other social media things are all on there. That's about it, really.
Wunderbar. Wayne.
Sure. Thank you again, everybody, for being here with us. It's most appreciated. You can find most of my stuff now at WayneFic01, which again I use mostly Instagram. And also, if you would like to support my new endeavor, I have started producing YouTube videos all about design and using design tools and similar things, and those are on YouTube if you just search for Created by Wayne, one word, and I would very much appreciate your support and following and saying hi. So that's it.
Amazing, thank you. As for me, I can be found at Chris Mepham RPG, wherever your media is socialed. Still working out where that is for me, but I will update you as soon as everything settles down, if it ever settles down again. I haven't got anything major coming up at the moment, just ticking along, working on stuff in the background. But if anything does come up, that is the best place to look for me and my stuff. We will be back next week. This will, for anybody who missed anything or wants to go back and rewatch this, the YouTube will drop on Tuesday.
Do an in-depth dive into our shopping habits.
Exactly. Yeah. If you haven't watched Skier's Sweetheart, all episodes are now available on our YouTube, and I really do. Some of the stuff,
time.
Yeah, very good, very fun, and some stuff is definitely going to pop up in this show at some point. So it's worth diving into. It's a separate story, but there's crossover stuff that is worth kind of going, oh, that makes sense now. So, in the meantime, thank you very much, everybody. Big shout out to Luke, who's managed to come and join us.
Yay!
Always lovely to see you. Love to you all. You're amazing. We love you very much. We love doing this for you. And we will be back next week.
Love you. Bye.
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 Bye.